All right, let's go. Now we're going. Now we are going again. I had some audio technical difficulties. Thank you, buddy. All right. Audio issue fixed. We received a phone call. It canceled my audio recording. I'm just experimenting on recording audio in a voice memo and then hooking it up to the GoPro audio later in editing software. I don't know if that's how other people do it or not, but that's how I'm going to try and do it. I don't know if that means you're not going to be able to hear the sounds of the road and the bike because I'll take out the GoPro audio, but we're new to the vlogging game. We're going to figure this shit out. Trial and error style. You would think that this part of my commute, my little 4-mile run down Lakeshore Drive would be the most fun part of my commute. But it's not. It's the least fun. This bike wants to go wide open all the time. It wants to go fast. It wants to fucking zip. It wants me to redline. Which is fun. But on Lakeshore Drive, it fucking sucks. Because every 10 feet, there's a pothole that just sends my spine through my fucking skull. And just, it's like being penetrated every 10 feet. I don't know if you can pick it up on video. Boom, right here. Another one. Boom, right here. It's just, this is my entire commute like this. It's fucking terrible. But that's Chicago for you, baby. We don't invest in things that make sense. We don't put our tax dollars towards better roads or schools, or properly training police officers, or, you know, anything productive that gets squandered in the machine. But, anyway, you can get going pretty fast on Lakeshore even with all the bumps. do a couple downshifts, tear away. That's a hundo. That's your daily hundo, folks. Not too bad. If I could go that fast all the way from Rogers Park to the West Loop, I'd get there in 5 minutes. Something that I have figured out about motorcycling, at least in Chicago, though, is you don't get to your destination that much faster. You kind of think it's like a big cheat code. Like, oh, 2 wheels, you're much skinnier, go where cars can't. You don't get places that much faster. You get in between red lights faster. You can zip around cars or red lights in the turn lane, or, sort of lane split when the opportunity presents itself. But, I mean, in my 30-minute commute, I'm knocking off like 5 minutes on a motorcycle. And as someone that's only been biking for like a year or so, it's not even that much. A car is much more comfortable. Biking is more fun. Motorcycling is more fun, but, there's some days when I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I want to sit back in a leather seat and just get to work in comfort. And I'll just take the car, even if it's a perfectly nice day. I mean, that's just me, but anyways, like I said, I don't get where I'm going much faster on a bike, at least in Chicago. I knock off 5 minutes on my commute and my ass hurts. That's about it. That's not to say I'm not having a blast right now, and this isn't fun, but just an observation. Something else I recently discovered watching some MotoGP videos on YouTube, because I'm kind of trying to get more into MotoGP because that's just sick. And they're actually racing right now during this pandemic, is that more or less cars go around turns faster than motorcycles. I didn't realize that shit. Alright, should we do a little skirt loader? See, this is one of the times I'm being on it, like, actually, it's going to save me some time, because I know at this red light, if I pop through this one and the next one, I can catch the green across North Avenue. And you're going to see on the shot clock, right when I'm going through, there's going to be like 2 seconds left. And everybody else is going to have to sit on LaSalle and wait while North Avenue goes across, because North Avenue is a long, light, busy intersection. If I frickin' yam it right now, I'm gonna make it, and everyone else behind me is gonna be sitting at the light. And look at that, what did I say? On the shot clock, 3 seconds left. Boom! That's the little shit that cuts time off my commute on a motorcycle. And just knowing that kind of stuff will get you around town fast. But yeah, so apparently, I'm not a fucking scientist here, but 4 tires can take you around a turn faster than 2. I would have assumed that just a bike you can get gnarly with. Was that Spencer? I think I just saw Spencer. I hope I got him on film. His ugly ass walking somebody's dog. Or it could have just been another ugly Chicago Irish guy with a dog. Yeah, so fucking, cars go around turns faster than bikes. And that weirded me out. That tripped me up. But it also kind of made sense to me. Because instead I've only been riding for like a year. It always sketches me out going around turns. I always feel like no matter how slow I'm going, the fucking back wheel's going to spin out on me. The bike's going to land on my leg. And I'm going to have $2,000 for repairs to do on my relatively new motorcycle. All that will probably come with time and confidence, but it's still fun as hell, but I'm always sketched out about that. And ever since I learned the cars go around, and we're talking like MotoGP versus F1, those cars go around turns faster than motorcycles. I don't know if you're average. I don't know if this minivan is going to go around a turn faster than my Yamaha, but anyways, thought I'd share that tidbit with all 2 of my followers today. Anyways, this is one of the nicer parts of my commute. We're on the Sal right now, in basically River North. Look at this. 3 lanes right here, 3 lanes right there. So even though we're downtown, you can pretty much move. Get where you're going pretty quickly in 3 lanes, especially because most people don't use this far right lane. There's usually a bus here, but it's not illegal to drive in this far right lane, so this is kind of where I live. Look at all those beautiful buildings. Take a look. You know, another thing that I've noticed as someone that rides a motorcycle and drives a car about the same amount of time, I transition pretty regularly, I don't fucking trust mirrors on motorcycles. They're here, and I use them to see who's like way far behind me. If I think, oh, was that a cop that just turned off? You know, and I'm a couple blocks ahead, I'll try and spot that with the mirrors. But like, as far as right around me, I don't trust these mirrors. I always check my shoulder like that before I change lanes. Even if I know no one's there, I check. That was a sweet old CFR. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably safest to do that, but it kind of makes me think, fuck, dude. If Illinois didn't require that I have mirrors on this bike, I might not have them on here at all. You know, it'd make the bike look a little cleaner, and I don't fucking use them really. But I don't know. Like I said, all that shit might come with time, where I learn how to use them better, or figure out, like I said, a more productive way to use them for my own safety. So this part of Chicago, we're in Grand Avenue going over the river. Somewhere a little bit south of here, there's a brownie factory. And they're right on the river, and so the river brings this chocolate smell, this chocolate brownie smell, all throughout the city. Or anywhere off the river, anywhere within like a quarter mile off the river, you can smell this delicious chocolate smell. And some people hate it, but I fucking love it. You know, chocolate's not the first thing I want to eat in the morning, but just that smell is like, ooh, yes, like, I'm downtown, I'm off the river, I'm almost to work. The delicious smell compared to the scummy air that's in Chicago. It's a nice break from exhaust fumes and gunpowder. What if you got a DUI and that was the only thing you could drive? What if you got a DUI in a car and the only thing that you were legally allowed to drive was a Bobcat, and so you took it to work every day? Now that's comedy, baby. Now this is a sketchy fucking intersection right here, just because Grand Avenue is east-west, but Ogden is on an angle. One of the few streets in Chicago, not one of the few streets, one of a handful of streets in Chicago that runs on an angle. And just the way that street is laid out, where Ogden crosses Grand, is just fucked, dude. People don't know where the turn lanes are. People don't know if you can take a right on red. There's a fucking arrow there for some reason, and people don't really obey the arrow. It's a nightmare. So it's just one of those angled streets where, like, every time I go through it, I cover the brake, I go a little bit slower, just scan the intersection a lot more because, yeah, I'd say once a month I'll go to that intersection either in the AM or the PM, and there's just a terrible fucking accident right there. Just like, and not like, oh, someone got rear-ended, like 2 cars ran head-on into each other. It's a fucking nightmare. They got to figure that out, and that's why Chicago is one of the nicest streets, one of the nicest cities to navigate, and kind of, not that I have a ton of experience riding motorcycles or navigating other cities, but it's on a grid like New York, and pretty much every street is east, west, north, south. So it's pretty easy to understand where you're going, but there are those couple streets, Elston, Milwaukee, Lincoln, these are all on the north side, that run diagonal, and it just fucks me up when I get on them. My brain isn't capable of understanding where I am when I'm on an angled street, but that's life with autism, baby. You live and you learn. That's Hollywood. That's showbiz.